It may not come as a great shock given the success of Sucker Punch and Sony's PS4 exclusive, but it appears Ghost of Tsushima 2 might be in the works already. Within 3 days of release, Ghost of Tsushima had already sold more than 2.4 million units globally, but it even saw stock shortages in Japan, and this all made it the fastest selling new IP in PlayStation's history. To put it in further perspective, if needed, Ghost of Tsushima sold more in July than Call of Duty Modern Warfare or FIFA, and even beat Grand Theft Auto 5 to the top of the sales charts, and those are 3 evergreen titles that always sell, somehow, every month. And despite being a lengthy game with an open world full of things to do, Sucker Punch recently released a brand new and free online component that lets you team up with 3 friends for a total of 4-player co-op, each sharing one of the major skills from the game, making it feel like a complete experience. Just in case you weren't aware, there's a mission-based mode that has cosmetics and loot and even a power level similar to Destiny or Division 2, with higher power levels letting you take on harder missions. And we give you this context because if it weren't for this huge free update, which we'd wager will be the last one for the game for a while, the news that Sucker Punch is hiring a narrative writer and associate outsourced artist might otherwise suggest it's just future content for the existing game. But as with most developments, this update would have already been in the works for quite some time. Anyway, the key info here is that these jobs suggest pluses for the applicants, as you'd expect, and for the artist the position suggests an interest or familiarity with traditional Japanese culture and aesthetic would be a plus, while the designer would have knowledge of feudal Japanese history. Now, what kind of game might those 2 things suggest? One thing is for sure, we wouldn't expect an announcement of a sequel anytime soon. Ghost of Tsushima is going to work on PlayStation 5 at up to 60 frames per second with apparently blisteringly fast loading speeds, so we're incredibly excited to see how it looks on the next generation. But with God of War 2 announced for next gen already, along with the new Horizon games, well, Sony's cup doth runneth over a little with hot titles to promote. So for now, we suggest that you make sure you don't miss anything PlayStation news-wise by heading over to NME.com.